Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Play on GAA with me, Seamus Brady. It's another one of these holiday videos. They will not be around for long, I promise. I'm going to be back in my new setup quite soon, but I just have to do a quick video. I have to talk about the news that Kevin McStay has just been confirmed as the new Mayo football manager for 2023. He's coming in on a 4-year term, and he brings in with him Liam McHale, Donny Buckley and Damien Mulligan, as well as the former Mayo manager Stephen Rochford. Rochford, of course, was with Donny Buckley at Mayo in 2017. That year they made the All-Ireland final. They lost to Dublin by 1 point. But just basically in this video, I'm just going to go through, do I think it's a good appointment, where Mayo can go from here, etc. So obviously, a while back, James Horan left, and that was after getting pretty humbled, really, in the quarterfinal by Kerry. They were shown the levels that they were off. The pace this year was drastic compared to previous seasons. They were nowhere near All-Ireland contenders this year. Kerry gave them, a roasting in the league final and then just put them away in the quarterfinal with minimal fuss. They didn't win the Connacht Championship, so you could argue it was the right time for Horan to go. McStay is one that always kind of confused me as to how he never had the Mayo job or has had the Mayo job in the past, because he was a fantastic footballer for Mayo in his playing career. He managed Roscommon, I believe. He took over in 2015 or 2016. He brought them to Division 1 football. He kept them there, and he won the Connacht title with them in 2017. And they went out after a replay to Mayo in the All-Ireland quarterfinal that year. He left after 2018. Of course, they made the Super 8s that year. They were beaten out the gate badly in 2 games by Dublin and Tyrone, and that was really the final nail in the McStay era with Roscommon, and he left the year after, replaced by Anthony Cunningham. So, look, I think it's a good appointment. I really do. I liked the way that McStay's teams have set up in the past. I liked the way that he played with Roscommon. He got the very, very best out of the likes of Kieran Murtagh, Enda Smith, Dermot Murtagh. He definitely brought them to a level that they hadn't really been at over the last 10 years, in my opinion, playing consistent Division 1 football, and they have been really a Division 1 side ever since. I know they've been relegated a few times, but they always come back, and this year again under Cunningham they came back Division 2 champions into Division 1, and the McStay era with Roscommon was definitely a key part in that culture being set in those players, which is one of the issues that I'm going to talk about here. Mayo's mentality. How good is McStay at setting a mentality in a team? How good is he at making them winners? How good is he at making them determined? Because Mayo have, as everybody knows, they have a mentality issue. Once they get to the final, it hasn't gone their way. There's that whole baggage of the curse and all these things. And can he get them to fully believe that they are going to win the All-Ireland? Can he do that? I mean, he's got the likes of Donny Buckley in there, who is known as being one of the best defensive coaches in the country. He has the likes of Stephen Rochford in there, who have been very successful with them in the past. He has Liam McHale there, who was very successful with McStay at Roscommon, and Damien Mulligan is a great GAA mind as well. So he's a very, very good crop there with him to try and help get the best out of these lads. The issues that he also has, potential retirements. Lee Keegan, he's been doing a lot of punditry lately. He's been kind of showing up on the Sunday game. He's been showing up on podcasts with Tomas O'Shea and stuff like that, etc. And it is kind of giving me, anyway, personally, it's giving me signs that maybe Keegan is thinking about giving it up, which would be a massive blow to Mayo if Keegan goes. I mean, 2 years ago, in 2021, Keegan was right up there for Footballer of the Year. He was exceptional. Kevin McLaughlin is another one that, how far off retirement is he? Jason Doherty, another one that, these lads have been around the block for time. The other issue, Aidan O'Shea. How is he going to use Aidan O'Shea? I mean, is he going to put him in midfield? Is he going to put him centre forward? Is he going to put him full forward? If he puts him full forward, please play some decent ball into him. But mainly, is he going to use him? Because obviously Horan took him off in that semi-final against Dublin, and Mayo went on to win that day. And ever since, there has been this real cloud hanging over Aidan O'Shea's role in the Mayo team. Where should he play? He was played centre-half back in a few games in the league, which was bizarre to me. But personally, I would start Aidan O'Shea. I'd start him centre-forward or midfield. I think he does still have a role in the team. Maybe not even start him, but bring him on in the third quarter. I still think he definitely has a role in the team. Mayo's fitness as well is another thing that McStay needs to overlook, and he needs to make sure that They need to keep their lads fit. Every year they've had someone missing. They've had Tommy Conroy missing last year. They've had Cillian O'Connor missing the year before. They've always have someone missing. They had other injury problems last year. Ryan O'Donoghue, Oisin Mullen. The list goes on. So definitely needs to make sure that they stay as fit as they possibly can. Their first aim this year needs to be a Connacht title. They need to get back on top in Connacht, because their All-Ireland pushes over the last 10 years have been completely built and based off having that base in Connacht. That when they made the 2 finals over the last 2 years, they came off the back of winning Connacht titles. 2015 throughout, they were the best team in Connacht. And this needs to be MCSTAY's aim. Get a base there in Connacht, beat Galway next year, because this is a Galway team that is flying high. This is a Galway team that just put in a very good performance in the All-Ireland final when they were complete underdogs. So Galway are going to be flying. Mayo need to come back, and they need to show the ability that they have, and they need to show that they are the top dogs in Connacht again. The likes of James Carr, the likes of Aidan Orme, these are the lads that MCSTAY needs to get the best out of them. Fionn McDonough is another one that I think has huge potential. Mayo's forward line needs to click next season, because it has been their Achilles heel over the last 10 years. They've had excellent defences, but they just haven't had enough match winners up front. The likes of Cillian O'Connor, Ryan O'Donoghue, Tommy Conroy, James Carr, Diarmuid O'Connor, Aidan Orme, they can be put into a very good forward line, and MCSTAY needs to be the one to figure out how to do it. So overall, I think very promising appointment there for Mayo. You've got a Mayo man in who clearly is passionate. You've seen on the Sunday game he knows his stuff. We've seen in the past he has been successful with a less talented team. That Roscommon team that he had was not as talented as this Mayo team is, and yet MCSTAY still brought them to a Connacht title and still brought them to Division 1 football and kept them there. So I would say 100% MCSTAY is a good appointment, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. Let me know what you think. I've just highlighted a few issues that I'm interested to see how he handles going forward, but let me know what you think about this appointment, how you think he will get on, and will Mayo be successful with this management team. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you think about it, and until the next one, take care.